أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. My dear brothers and sisters, I have been discussing and sharing with you in my last two episodes about the essence of um, dua, supplication, outlining, a model of sincere dua. Today, inshallah ta'ala, I would like to discuss with you the supplications, those have potentials to be responded or answered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You see, the supplication is from the most beneficial healings. Um, Indeed, it is the enemy against illness and affliction. What does the dua do? It does not only cure that illness or remove that affliction, but also suppresses it, prevents its reoccurrences, or removes it, or at least it alleviates those adversity, afflictions which we are in now, today, in the pandemic of coronavirus. My dear brothers and sisters, hence it requires Allah's attention, it requires Allah's answer, it requires Allah's response. So that's why it is important that we are aware of the times and occasions that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala responds to our supplications. To begin with, my dear brothers and sisters, um, I would like to personally play to you that you raise your hands uh, for me because I am absent amongst you. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam says a beautiful hadith about dua uh, to be responded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. إذا دعا الرجل لأخيه بزهر الغيب قالت الملائكة آمين ولك بمثله. That means if your brother is not amongst you, whether he is from your parents or whether he is from your ummah, whether you know him or you don't know him, if you make dua for him, the angel says Amin. That means it has potential to be responded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also a general point to make that we should always continue making dua to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? The duas that we will do at the time of our comfort, at the time of our ease, at the time of our comfortable, in a good time, is reserved for the time ahead of us. Is reserved for the time of adversity. It's reserved for the time of illness. It's reserved for the time of musibah. And يقول الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم in that regard, من سره أن يستجيب الله له عند الشدائد والكرب. That means whoever wishes that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would respond, whoever wishes that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala respond to his dua during his hard time, during his hardship and grief, what should he do? فليكثر فليكثر الدعاء في الرخاء. That means he should make a dua plentifully when he is at comfortableness, as at ease, at good time. We have plenty of time at our quarantine, at our homes, observing social distancing and not going to work. Wallahi, there is an ample opportunity to raise our hands time and time again for the time coming ahead of us, if may Allah forbid those times are of illness, adversity, and musibah. So when you raise your hands, Allah gets shy, becomes shy to reject your hands empty. Allah Akbar. Allah is the uh, modest and most kind. And what does Allah do? يستحي من عبده. He feels shy from his abd. إذا رفع يديه إليه, when we raise our hands to him, and he feels shy to أن يردهما صفرا, to reject them or return them empty. My dear brothers and sisters, uh, we should continue, uh, making du'as and at our good times. That times is also an occasion for our dua to be answered by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the future difficulty, adversity. May Allah forbid that to befall us. Then one of the crucial time is when the abd becomes very close between Allah and his servant. What is that time? Is the time of prostration. سجدة. أقرب ما يكون العبد من ربه عز وجل وهو ساجد. Subhanallah bihamdi. The closest that a person can be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the Almighty, is the time when he prostrates. And what does Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam advised to do in that time? So increase supplication. فأكثروا الدعاء, then increase your supplication. We also know the very مشهور hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, الدعاء لا يرد. الدعاء لا يرد بين الأذان والإقامة, that the dua made between adhan and the iqama is not rejected. And also قال الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم الدعاء عند النداء, at the time of proclamation of adhan, وعند البأس حين يلحم بعضهم بعضا, at the time of fighting in the battlefield, the difficulties of battlefield, duas are accepted. So not only that, my dear brothers and sisters, there are more occasions that I was sharing with you. Now you may find, inshallah, more. The time of an hour in the Yom al-Jum'ah. Yom al-Jum'ah, since the Ashara, that means it has 12 dividing hours, and there is an hour dua is accepted. And Aisha Siddiqa radiallahu ta'ala anha narrates in that hadith, the time is آخر ساعة بعد العصر. That means in the Yom al-Jum'ah, after Asr, an hour after Asr, between Asr and Maghrib, dua has potential to be accepted. My dear brothers and sisters, these are the hadiths that was studying and sharing with you now about the waqt, about the times of our supplications to be responded. One more hadith, I would like to end with this, inshallah ta'ala, that one of the companions asked, Ya Rasulullah, ayu ad-dua asma', what is the time that dua is listened by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? قال الرسول صلى الله عليه وسلم زوف الليل الآخر ودبر الصلاة المكتوبات. That means the time is at the middle of the last part of a night and after conclusion of the fourth prayer. These two times are also very, very important time. In fact, has potential to be answered or responded by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. My dear brothers and sisters, dua is so crucial, and ليس شيء أكرم على الله إلا من الدعاء. That means nothing is so noble and great with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala um, other than the dua supplication. So to tangibly earn humility, humbleness, sincerity, submissiveness to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there is no alternative to supplication, to dua. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala enable us to make du'as plentifully at our sajda, after our salah, during the night, day, at the time of our ease and comfort, so that it remains as an antidote to our adversity, to our illness, to our musibah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.